and welcome back to my channel. I am the owner of the Keto Babe app, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some lemon cheesecake bars. Now, this will probably be one of your favorite desserts ever after you make it. So let's get started. First, I'm going to be making the base. Now, the base is going to have almond flour. I do about 1 and 1/2 cup of almond flour. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And make sure it's finely ground almond flour. It's just going to help with the texture. All right, and then I'm going to add my sweetener. Now today we're going to be using a powdered sweetener. Make sure you don't use granular because the texture, you really want to make sure it's nice and smooth. So I'm going to add 1/4 cup monk fruit powdered sweetener. Add that. Okay, next you're going to add in unsalted melted butter. I do about 1/3 cup. Pour that in. Then I add about 1/2 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. All right, and then this is it for our base ingredients. So I'm going to mix that all up. My oven is set to 350 Fahrenheit. And you want to make sure it's a really good consistency. You don't want it too liquidy. You want it almost like a Play-Doh, where you can really mold it because it is your base. All right, so now that your base is looking like a really good consistency, you're going to want to transfer it over to your brownie pan. I grease my brownie pan with coconut oil, so I'm going to add that in. And then I just use my hands and really just press it into the pan. Make sure it's pretty even. All right, so now that my base is all smoothed out, I'm going to transfer it into the oven. Now you wanna make sure your oven is set to 350 Fahrenheit and you're going to cook it for about 10 minutes. Okay, so I took my crust out of the oven and I set my oven now to 275 Fahrenheit. Now for my cheesecake filling. First, I'm going to start out with 16 ounces of cream cheese, and I'm going to just really blend this together. Now I do about 3 tablespoons lemon juice. Add that in. And I also really like mine tangy, so I add in the zest of 1 lemon. And then I do about 1/2 cup of powdered monk fruit sweetener. All right, and with the monk fruit powdered sweetener or any powdered sweetener you're going to use, really start out slow so it doesn't like come up and hit you in the face. Then I add in 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. And I'm going to blend this all together now. Now that I have most of my cheesecake filling ingredients blended together, I'm going to add the eggs. Now, I'm not going to use my mixture when adding the eggs because it's really important the way you add the eggs. You want to add them very, very slowly, and you don't want to overbeat it. Because if you do overbeat it with the eggs, then it can completely change the texture of your cheesecake. So I'm going to take my bowl off of the mixer and just carefully add my eggs. These are 2 large cage-free room temperature eggs. Now that I have my cheesecake filling blended in nice and smooth, I'm going to go ahead and add it to my crust. Okay, so what I like to do to even it all out is kind of shake it up. Just really shake it until it's all covered. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and pop this into the oven at 275 Fahrenheit for about 30 to 35 minutes. Okay guys, I just took my keto cheesecake bars out of the oven and they are smelling absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to try one. But now for the fun part. You do need to refrigerate them for about 2 hours before digging in. So go ahead, pop them into the refrigerator and then enjoy.